Ashe, Hotep, peace to the fam, and welcome back. Black Indigenous people of color, all those watching, to the Black History Month series brought to you by the Black Rose Nation. Now be sure to pay attention throughout this series for many mystery school reveals, February 29th. But first, take notes, get these lessons, and receive your degrees. Today's the 19th, the 1 and the 9, knowledge born. All being born in knowledge cipher, being born in knowledge. 1 plus 9 equals 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. Now knowledge, that number 1, that inexhaustible integrity, the foundation, truth, awareness, and consciousness. 9, born, is to bring into existence, to be complete, and to have a mental birth of self. Now in the supreme alphabets, the 19th letter, S, self or savior. Because self has to be that savior. As we are given advice, that advice helps us to become prosperous, fruitful, avoid things which may cause harm. Advice is to build. And if we take advantage of that advice, we build. Now, if we ignore that advice, then you are what they say are stuck in a rut. Or you have to then relearn. Or you will never progress and you'll go through suffering by not taking advantage of advice. Now, to make born is to make aware of. Because if you don't know, you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. Now, to make born, the lessons, the 19th lesson in the 1 to 40. A civilized person does not perform his duty. What must be done? Answer: if a civilized person does not perform his duty, which is teaching civilization to others, they should be punished with a severe punishment. References here to the Bible: Ezekiel chapter 3, 18th verse. St. Luke chapter 12, 47th verse. Now what was it saying in Zeke? Now in Zeke, they're talking about the obligation to make knowledge born. If you don't make knowledge born and something happens, then that person's blood is on your hands. You are a co-conspirator if you know and do nothing. You are an accomplice if you know and do nothing. If you don't make knowledge born, then this is what people will say is karma. And karma gonna get you. Now, if you have knowledge to be born, why not share this life-saving abilities so you can save life? Or get punished and beaten with many stripes. It is your obligation to know, look, listen, learn, and respect. Be a benefit to others. It is your duty if you are civilized. Now, an example of making knowledge born is when things right in front of your face, our face, we do not see. You can make knowledge born for that. Like people ask, why is the shape of the heart like this? That's not what your heart looks like. Well, you could take into the knowledge that when your heart beats, the electrical pulse that comes up and back in makes that shape. You're making knowledge born. Make knowledge born when someone says Tesla and the cars, the Tesla truck. Some people be thinking Elon Musk. Other people be thinking Nikola Tesla. Well, you can make knowledge born of, well, they all been studying and got this information from Kemet, what you call Egypt, or Thoth. All right? Make that knowledge born. Other knowledge you can make born about what you don't know that might be right in front of our face is like cannabis. Cannabis. What's cannabis you talk about? Compound words. Canna and bis. Root word being canine and bi. Dogs, two. 2 dogs. Now what are you talking about 2 dogs? Well, as above, so below. The constellation, Canis Major, Canis Minor. The 2 dogs, the 2 types, the 2 attributes. Okay, we have the hemp and we have the psychoactive. two attributes, two sides, two dogs. K to the arch degree. Thanks for that knowledge information. That brother's got it. Right? Two dogs. In Africa, what do you call it? Daga daga. You know, I'm not making this up. Make knowledge born from what might be right in front of our face if we don't see, if we're not civilized to the culture of what's being said. Other things we can make known is like ancient names. Egypt was called Kemet. All right, so here we have Kemet. Now we have things like chemistry. Break down that word. All right, the black sciences, black magic. This is hidden in plain sight. Why do they call it chemistry? Where did these folks go to study? In Kemet. Okay? What else means black? Saudi. Saudi Arabia. Black Arabia. Egypt was called black. Kemet. Saudi Arabia. Black Arabia. Now, is that what it looks like now? Make knowledge born. Holy Bible. Okay? Holy Bible. How did that word come up? Holy Bible. What does that mean? Take it back. Holy, Helios, Bible, Biblios. Helios, Biblios. The Sun Book. The Sun Book? I was sure through Christianity, my upbringing, they made sun worship devilishment. But your book's called the Sun Book? Knowledge born. Now, in the past, we used to be treated with whips and chains. Knowledge born. Nowadays, we're riding in whips and chains. We each have something to offer. Okay? And many things could be born with the knowledge that you have, in whatever area that is. These mathematics is universal. And we are individuals in this. We are our own microcosm of the macrocosm. We are not all the same. Use your knowledge and add on, build or destroy with it, with takeaways, so that we may all progress as the human family. Now, for our individualness, for our Black History Month point, for our poem today, back to our brother, local brother, St. John's own, the world's own, the universe's own, Brother Richard. They say we all look alike. Sphinx. Demystified. They say I look like Marvin Gaye. Please, just let it be. Give me some sexual healing and set my divided soul free. They say I look like Malcolm X, our own black shining prince. They say I look like Jimi Hendrix in 1975. Ha! They say I look like Danny Leake and his brother Billy too. Danny White, Carl White, Randy Lopeman, meek and mild and cool. And Dr. J, I used to think so too. They say I look like Rick Dixon. My girlfriend thought so too. Yes, Richard Tanner, Richard Pryor, Robert Palmer, Richard Roundtree, Richard Poussin, R.P. Ricardo Palmer. Just a family mess. Just some guy in Halifax, some guy out in B.C. They say I look like Dad, whoever he might be. Confused identity. Brother John, your sister Wendy Lee, Afro-American, Jamaican, African, Angolan, Shaka Zulu, Bantu, different looking too. They say I look like Teddy Bettergrass. I think that person has a fantasy. They say I look like Tony Jefferson and nephew Anthony Peters. That once again, that family chi. They say I look like Leon Sphinx. Please, please, God, don't let that be me. My daughter Tasha says I look like Magic Johnson. That's just wishful thinking, see? They say Taj, Milo, Cujo, my 3 sons look like me. Hopefully. Distinctly. They say I look like the Black Messiah, who one day will soon set his people free and bring them home to the promised land eagerly, whatever the promised land may be. But they say I might be paranoid because I think there might be three of me, the saint, the sinner, the Steppenwolf, coexisting within me. But I just want you to know who I am. What else could it be? Why can't they just let it be? I might be you, you might be me. It's a good analogy. What do I say I am? I am who I am, but not always necessarily who you think I am. Am I? I am the I inside of me. I am I, self-aware. So please just let it be this similarity. Because I am not who you thought I'd be. No. I am not the man they think I am. So for the third time, please just let it be. Whispering words of freedom from the oak tree. Please don't make the mistake of thinking you know me. To all you strangers who thought you knew me, third-eye man of mystery, let it be. Let it be. Just let it be. You be you. I'll be me. Making knowledge born today. If you made it to the level of making knowledge born and you ready, this will blow your mind. If you're not ready for this, laughter is great medicine. This book, that's for my auntie. Thanks for the love and laughter. Or to go back grassroots, before grassroots, to go to the humus of the root of the earth. Old school. Boss up. If you like what you've seen here today, please share. If you believe in self-administered reparations, share this video. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe and share. This is coming to you from the Black Rose Nation. Thank you for watching. It's Bubba Luai Nushabaz, Dr. Carbon the Medicine Man, Indo, Joel, your brother. Peace to the 5%ers and all the human family.